Hey Bayek, it's me Ian. And in today's video, well, it's that time of the month again. It's a new issue of Doctor Who magazine. June 2023. And here it is. It's in a special edition, if you want. It's got some freebies. These giant double-sided posters are here. There's also the cover, because it's the coronation. Well, it's happening in May, isn't it? But this has got the coronation story. Remember The Idiot's Lantern? That was a 1953 setting, if you remember. That's there. And you can see the Fourth Doctor with Rose. There he is. That's some more news about another casting of some bloke. I don't know nothing about him. Some drag artist. He's been put in an episode as a villain. And then there's a bit more on here. There's, of course, Russell T Davies. There's more about the Fourth Doctor and his comic strip. There's a bit about Ace's jacket. There's about the John LaCrotte's stories, which were involved about the Ark, and also then done in the Ark in Space. The idea, because Robert Holmes developed it, is. But the First Doctor had a story called The Ark. Anyway, there's that. And then there's some more competitions, and there it is. So what I'll do is take it all out, and we'll go through magazine. I'll put them there, those posters. We'll look at this first. So there's it's exactly the same. Read. So I'll go through. Great. Yeah, now the news here, quite big news. Murray Gold is returning to do the music, and a lot of people really like Murray Gold. Then what else have we got here? There's a game, I think, on Apple, which is with the 4th and 13th Doctor involved in some games. Then there's advertising a new Chronicle in June is coming out of the First Doctor, 63 to 64. It's a series that they do, so that'll be the first season. Then there's the news of this bloke as I just don't know nothing about these drag artists anyhow. They're in this villain story. There we are. Then we've got it's advertising actually about the poll asking about the stories of the various Doctors, the 7th, 8th and 9th Doctors. Poll results on 60th, and all this year they're going through the best stories. Well, not the best, they're ranking all the stories, as you'll see in this issue. Then we've got Russell T here into writing for the magazine. There it is, old Russell T. And then we got the letters, all the letters that people send in, a lot about illustrations and artwork there. Then we get this every month from Scott Hancock, who's the script editor. He's one of the script editors. There is about all going on with the production at the moment. Yeah, it's all going on. Yeah. And then we've got, oh yeah, here's interesting. This is talking about behind the scenes when they recorded Demons, Jon Pertwee story. It's one of the most popular Jon Pertwee stories. Definitely, it is considered one of these best. Then we've got, oh yeah, Murray Gold interview. So we're going right back with Murray Gold, talking about the music. He was an extremely popular composer for the show. There's quite a lot there. Yeah, right, there is. And there's even more. This is a big interview. Yeah. See, you get all these, you don't get it online, do you? You won't get this online. Hey. Sorry, I'm just being annoying. Right. Now, here we are. We've got the poll for the Third Doctor, right? This is a list of all the Third Doctor stories. And the number one story voted by the readers is Inferno. It is. I'm not sure, but I'm quite surprised. Maybe, yeah. But there it is. And then it's the Green Death. Now, the Green Death, yeah. Absolutely love the Green Death. And Spearhead from Space. So, top three. Inferno, Green Death, Spearhead from Space. Oh, yeah, and number 4, Demons. I mentioned that earlier. Three Doctors is 5th. I thought maybe that one. Oh, Time Warrior. Now, I absolutely love Time Warrior. And Carnival and Monsters. So, a good lot. Now, the bottom ones are interesting. They've not changed over the years, apparently, in these votes. So, we've got Colony in Space at 21. 22, The Mutants. Then 23, The Monster of Peladon. I don't know why people don't like Monster of Peladon. Yeah, and then The Time Monster is the very last one. That's it. That's interesting. The lowest Dalek stories doesn't surprise me, but I actually love it, which is Death to the Daleks. There's always been a lot against that story, but I don't know why. I really enjoy it. Mind you, I think all the Pertwee Dalek stories I mentioned before, well, I think are really good. You know, Day of the Daleks is perhaps the real best one. That should be higher, and it isn't. It's the great. The other ones is Planet of the Daleks. Great stories, absolutely. Let's see what else have we got here. Then we got the Fourth Doctor. Any ideas what you think the Fourth Doctor's story will be? It's not the one I thought would be the top, though it is consistently up there and near the City of Death. The one that I thought would be the top, Genesis of the Daleks, is second. Interesting, Pyramids of Mars third, and I absolutely adore The Robots of Death is 4. Talons of Weng-Chiang, that doesn't surprise me, that's high up. Now let's have a look at the bottom, and I think the bottom again remains very much the same. It has done over the years. I'll just do the bottom 4, The Power of Kroll. For some reason, I don't mind The Power of Kroll at all. I don't know, just people don't seem to really like, maybe it's the effects and they think the story's not as good. Then we've got, unsurprising, Meglos, The Horns of Nimon. Yes, it's the one that people talk about. And the very bottom one is always Underworld. Yeah. But there we are. They're the Fourth Doctor stories. The Underworld does tend to get it a bit. But there we are. There's more about, going into the stories there. And of course, the one at the bottom, the Underworld. Right. Then we go into the world of the Fourth Doctor and comic strip. Yeah. there was quite a lot, as I remember. So I've got some Marvel comics, only a few of the Fourth Doctor, and yeah, there's a bit more there, but of the sort of, I think the Fifth Doctor there, some more by this illustrator, yeah. Who is this? Dave Gibbons. Dave Gibbons. Yeah, that's it. Dave Gibbons. He's the illustrator of that. Let's have a look what else we've got here. Yes, we've got an interview with Devonte Fleming. And he is one of the runners behind the scenes. Yeah, so this is people involved actually working in the production behind the scenes. That's always interesting, you know, the kind of work that they do on the show. And then here we have this, I talked about it just a bit right at the beginning. This is about the Ark. We've got this story in the First Doctor, and then of course it became Robert Holmes revived the idea, but that's about it really. So it is a very different story from the original First Doctor story, and the Ark in Space is considered an absolute classic. There's a bit more about it there. I mean, Harry and Sarah, fantastic in that. And the Fourth Doctor, of course, he's just magnificent. Absolutely. Then we get this where you get in the years and objects. And here it's talking about when people were recording the Five Doctors when it was transmitted, you know, because it was a big occasion. And a lot of people, this was just before they were sold in a commercial, you know, market as VHS, and people were recording all the shows, and that was one of the sort of early recorded shows. That was in 1983, of course, and VHS was just beginning to, I think it had won the war probably by then with Betamax, and it was just starting to become more available. It's still quite expensive though, I think, as I remember. Then we've got here the Daily Star Save the Doctor campaign, 1984. Remember when there was a hiatus? They believed that Doctor wouldn't come back even, but yeah, we had that. Then 86, we've got Trial of the Time Lord, the model of that wonderful opening scene. It's absolutely wonderful. You think, you know, it's so outstanding that it overshadows even some of the actual stories themselves, you know. Such a wonderful scene. Then we've got Ace's jacket there. And of course it made a return this year, didn't it? In The Power of the Doctor. Yeah. Then well, I said this year, it was last year, wasn't it? Obviously, the whole thing is it was before Christmas, wasn't it? All that. Yeah. See how such I am. Oh, and then we've got here the Doctor's 14th Doctor. The 14th Doctor strip. Show you a little bit more there. This is all the 14th Doctor. Yeah. What else have we got? Oh yeah, this is the linking with the cover story about the coronation. It's a look at the Idiot's Lantern. Now, as I remember, it's not one of the 10th Doctor's considered great stories. It's always quite low, actually, I think. It's one of the lowest ones. But it's interesting because with the coronation stuff going on at the moment, all that. And you see that was a lot of people remember that on the bike with Rose and that, and the skirt. Look at the skirt, the long sort of It's almost like the rock and roll, sort of era. But actually that's pre 1953. Is actually pre that era, because that doesn't really start up till about 56, 57, does it? 58 even, late 50s. But anyway, there's that there. There's a bit more about it, the story. But for some reason it hasn't got a great reputation amongst the fans. There's more about it there. I don't know. I haven't actually seen it for a long time, that story. Some of these I should revisit again, actually, because I'm so busy with classic series that I'm not revisiting some earlier, the older stories of the new series, if you want the new, and it's not so new now, is it? But and I have the only one I have tended to revisit is the Ninth Doctor a lot. Big fan of the Ninth Doctor, definitely. Just there's something really good about the whole performances of that. Now, this is looking at the audio books that are big. They're always producing lots of audio books, and you can see here there's Planet of the Evil has been done, and Warriors of the Deep. Again, a story that doesn't really have a good reputation, but I think I quite like it, actually. I like it. Can't beat a bit of Sea Devil, can you, really? Then, what else? We've got more on the audio books. We've got competitions. Some competitions there. Back in the day, I actually did win a couple of competitions. I don't think I would nowadays. Now, this is interesting. This is a look back. Before John Hurt died, he did actually some audio. I think he just did one lot of audio recordings as the War Doctor. Sadly, of course, I think he would have gone on and done more, but he didn't. He may even have reappeared. Who knows? But he didn't, sadly. And then there's about the man who's playing Harry Sullivan, talking about that. A great character Harry Sullivan was. Ian Marter playing the character wonderfully. Oh, yes. Yeah, do you know, I just realised, the Ninth Doctor is Christopher Eccleston. Wow, it just totally went out my brain. It does, sometimes. But yeah, I have rewatched that. His one and only series from 2005. I really like that one a lot. And I should really watch more of the 10th Doctor, particularly as I like Martha, particularly series. But yeah, anyway, there we are. I'm going off the subject. I've been going on probably far too long. Now, just before I go, I'll just show you these posters. And do you know something? They're rather nice. Oh. Yeah. Right, which one shall I'll do this one. Look at this. Inferno and City of Death. Look at that. Can you see that? Great posters. Absolutely superb. On this side, we've got the other two top winners. We've got Dalek Invasion of Earth and the War Games, the Second Doctor. What a poster. Absolutely, wow. Absolutely loving that poster. Fantastic. Fantastic poster. That sells it. Yes. Well, that's it. I think that's the special edition Doctor Who magazine. There it is again. And yeah, I hope I haven't gone on too long. You know me, I just go on and on. But there we are. So I hope you enjoyed having a good look at that. And, well, there we are. If you want to know when I produce more of these videos, then, hey, subscribe. And, you know, it costs now, as I say. And it will let you know when I produce these videos. And if you like it, please give it a like. Because all algorithms and all that, it says that people then think, hey, buy it. It's free. You can't say fairer than that, can you? And also, if you've got any comments, please, you know, comment. And I love to hear from your comments. And it's great, yeah. So, all I've got to say is, I'll see thee again.